Sports Live.
Real Sports Live, number one.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for Lopez? It's a Labor Day party.
It's the Hacienda Ford Labor Day sale where you can get a new Ford Expedition with 20-inch wheels, leather, navigation, and more for $12,000 off MSRP.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Hi, we're Lady Vikings, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Hi, we're Robert Bella's favorite cats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias, su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Hi, we're Mackay Bulldogs. Thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable. For condo and beach house rentals, call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Hi, we're the Lady Tigers, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Hi, we're the United South. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83.
Right now, how about this 2015 Chrysler 300S model with a Beats stereo, leather interior, navigation, $57,000, reduced today, $19,999. Or a 2012 Ram 1500, a Lone Star package, 5.7 Hemi engine, a towing package, automatic, $16,499. Or how about a diamond in the rough, 1998 Dodge 3500 dually with a fifth wheel, 4x4, power everything, heavy duty bumper, $14,999.
Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
Hi, we're the Matters. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, we're the Roanoke City Rattlers. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hi, we're Mission Veterans, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. Woo! Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close of unwanting tea. To making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Hi, we're the Lady Diamondbacks, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Fishing fans, here's your chance to catch some fish and help out athletes at the same time. Mark the calendar now and plan on attending October 20th as the 3-Up, 3-Down San Perlita Booster Club Fishing Tournament looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Baits in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100% of the proceeds directly to the athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format, no fish over 21 inches, $150 per team or boat, maximum 4 people, and the grand champion is a team closest to 63 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-Up, 3-Down Fishing Tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big, big way. When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Nava with Westaco East High School. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy.
Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At a piece of cake by Ibarra's, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is a piece of cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for low prices? It's a Labor Day party.
The Hacienda Ford Labor Day sale is going on now. You can get a new F-150 starting at just $27,995 or 0% interest for 72 months.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends.
Football game between the Porto Cowboys and the Port Isabel Tarpons, a non-district game. You are listening in again, RealSportsLive.com, another edition. Port Isabel Tarpons being the visitor here at Sun Stadium. Porter Cowboys be the home team. It's the non-district game here from Sun Stadium. Exciting night here at Sun Stadium. Football is back for Porter Nation and also for the Port Isabel Tarpons. Well, we're here. They're going to flip the coin and see who's going to be the receiving team. As Porter Cowboys wearing their dark blue shirts. Tarpons also wearing their blue and white, but this time they're white and blue. It's going to be an exciting game. RealSportsLive.com from Brownsville, Texas. We're just about to get kickoff. We'll be right back.
Hacienda has it.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned in San Benito.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Hola. A toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito, crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Nino is a running back for the Tarpons. That'll bring up a second down for the Tarpons. Ball resting at the 32-yard line. Shotgun formation. There's a handoff. The running back.
And a great pursuit there from the defensive lineman. With the tackle there is Arras de la Torre, the sophomore defensive lineman, and he does a good job of getting off his block and pursuing Nino there, because Nino was getting a seam to the outside. And we've seen early on here, Manny, a heavy dose of Nino there, and we'll see if they'll go to him here on this third and short.
Quarterback is on the shotgun formation. Nino on the side. Water defense trying to pursue. And they do. They catch Nino right behind the line of scrimmage, which would bring up a fourth down for the Tarpons.
Yeah, Manny, and that's unfortunate for Portersville. I saw what they were trying to do there. They had two pulling guards. They had a counter going for Nino, but the penetration was just too much from the Porter Cowboys, who were showing blitz the whole way.
That'll bring up a fourth down, and we know against the quarterback is also their punter, so they more than likely punt this ball. You never know. Yeah, there is the punt. Porter chose not to have a receiver. A kickoff receiver, so the ball's going to roll, and it's going to roll about the 27-yard line, where Porter will get the ball.
Benito is Main Street Boutique, a perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito. Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83.
Right now, how about this 2015 Chrysler 300S model with a Beats stereo, leather interior, navigation, $57,000, reduced today, $19,999. Or a 2012 Ram 1500, a Lone Star package, 5.7 Hemi engine, a towing package, automatic, $16,499. Or how about a diamond in the rough, 1998 Dodge 3500 dually with a fifth wheel, 4x4, power everything, heavy-duty bumper, $14,999.
Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto.
Okay, we're back, and we have Porter Cowboys with their possession. Second down for the Cowboys. There was the first play of this. It was about 2-3 yards. There's number 8 with a good run for the Porter Cowboys. Very close to the first down, Eric.
Yeah, Jose Saldana doing a good job getting to the second level, as we see a replay here at the stadium. And Saldana really just juking one past the linebacker, getting to the third level, and he's ended up getting caught by the safety there. But boy, he's showing what he's able to do so far here in the first.
Saldana with a good run for the Cowboys. But again, Kevin Garcia Jr. is the quarterback for the Porter Cowboys. Again, Saldana on the backfield, ball resting at the 36-yard line. There's a run by Saldana right down the middle. Gets about 3 yards, takes it all the way to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, great job of blocking there from the offensive lineman, creating a big hole there for Saldana, and he does the rest. Just keeps his feet pumping and gets that extra yardage there. And it looks like spelling in at quarterback there is the sophomore, number 3, Kyle Aguirre for the Porter Cowboys.
Again, we're just about at the end of the first quarter, 4 seconds left in the first quarter. This is a non-district game between Porter Cowboys and the Port Isabel Tarpons. And folks, this is the end of the first quarter, non-district game. You're listening to RealSportsLive.com. We're live, audio from Sam Stadium.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Okay, folks, we're back with Porter Cowboys. There is with the ball, but there is a timeout. Timeout, Porter. The Cowboys. Kyle Aguirre now calling the shots behind the center for the Cowboys.
Yeah, and it looked like head coach Carlos Uresti just felt a bit uncomfortable there after Garcia had to get out of the game there and didn't want to make sure Aguirre was at 100%, knowing what play was going to be on the field. So he decided to take the time out, talk to his team, and make sure that they get this drive started off right here with this second down. In the midfield. They got some good field position.
Yes, and also giving Kevin Garcia a little bit of time to, maybe got a little thing up, but he looks to be okay. He's warming up on the sidelines. No score here from Sam Stadium.
Yeah, it was a hard-fought first quarter here. Both teams exchanging possessions, each having a pair of possessions, but not able to get past the midfield. So far it's been a defensive battle, but it's also been, the execution on the offensive end. And we'll see if they can both improve on that here in the second quarter.
Again, Kyle Aguirre, the sophomore for the Porter Cowboys, under center. He hands it off to a receiver coming off the other side, number 10. Number 10 with a good run, Brandon Reta. It's almost like a reverse type or from the number 10 Reta.
Yeah, it was about like a jet sweep to the left-hand side, and good pursuit there from the defense for Port Isabel. And getting the tackle in the end was Zaire Calderon, the senior linebacker who comes in with a wealth of experience on this defensive side for Port Isabel.
Both defenses so far are playing a very good ball game. Again, Cowboys with the ball. There's a handoff. We went over the quarterback. Looks like the Cowboys recovered. They do, and they're going to lose some yards. They're going to go back all the way to about the 34-yard line.
And that's a tough break there for the Porter Cowboys. The ball just going over the quarterback's head. Not much he can do there, but did a good job of recovering it. And boy, did the mouth water for these Port Isabel Tarpons. They were rushing, trying to get that turnover here. But now they got a mountain to climb, the Porter Cowboys do. It's going to be a second and long here, Manny.
It's going to be a 2nd and 23 for the Porter Cowboys. We're getting a pretty good drive now. They're back 20 yards back. It almost looked like a miscommunication there between the quarterback. The quarterback kept the ball. Good pursuit by the Tarpon defense. No gain on the play.
Yeah, it just looked like Saldana and Aguirre just weren't on the same page, the quarterback and running back there. And, those are some of the things that can happen, throughout the preseason. You have Garcia, getting all the reps with the first team, and Aguirre just trying to get in there. And it's a bit tough when you're getting into the live action here in varsity level to see if they can get that cleaned up here.
Third down and long, 3rd and 23. There's the quarterback finding the receiver, but it's incomplete. That'll bring up a fourth down for the Porter Cowboys. They will have to punt the ball.
And boy, what a great play call there from the offensive coordinator, Farrell Williams, for the Porter Cowboys. Wide open, the intended receiver, Brandon Reta, and he ran a beautiful route there. And Aguirre got just throwing it a bit too low. It would have been a great game there for the Cowboys, but now that brings up this fourth down, Manny.
Will Camacho back to receive for the Tarpons. There's the punt by number 24. Camacho will get the ball. He did call a fair catch, and they will give it to him about the 27-yard line. We'll see. Good punt. We'll be right back.
With us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Hi, we're the Edinburgh Bobcats. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
We're back for more action from Sam's Stadium. No score here from Sam's Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. First play, there is a passing play.
And with the tackle there for the Porter Cowboys is Gabriel Garcia, the senior defensive back. And it was a nice bubble screen there to the receiver on the outside, but it just falls to the ground. With the catch was Tito Zamaron, the senior there on the outside. But it falls to the ground, but he's able to recover it, and that's fortunate for the Port Isabel Tarpons.
Yes, it is. It's going to be a 2nd down and 9 for the Tarpons. Ball resting at about the 29-yard line. There's a handoff. Good pursuit by the Porter defense.
Yeah,
no gain on the play.
No gain on the play. On the tackle there is Jose Charles, and he's accompanied there by number 25, Eric Melendez, the sophomore linebacker. And yeah, penetration was the key there for the Porter Cowboys defense, not allowing the running back Angel Nino to get any space there.
Charles is a big player, playing defensive end for the Porter Cowboys. There's a handout. And it's going to be more like a screen, but there is no gain. I tell you what, Eric, these two defenses are playing a great game. Porter Cowboys are pursuing.
Yeah, great defensive effort. They're making a big hit and a big play with Manuel Garcia, the junior defensive lineman there, and did a good job of staying home. And the Port Isabel Tarpons were setting up that slip screen, and it was Mark Strunk with the reception there.
It'll bring up a 4th down, more like a punting situation for the Tarpons. Back to receive for the Cowboys, number 21. Gabriel Gonzalez, he's standing about the 35-yard line, own territory. There is a flag on the play, I believe. I think I saw an offside by the Cowboys. Could be either way, movement.
Yeah, it looked like one of the defensive linemen just got to get a bit too eager on that one. And you could tell the Port Isabel Tarpons deployed that hard count there and got the defensive lineman on that one. It's going to go against Porter on this one, Manny.
Nevertheless, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty, which would not give them the first down. They will still, I imagine, have to punt the ball. Again, folks, we're live from Sam Stadium. We're live audio from Sam Stadium, realsportslive.com.
Yeah, of course, Manny. And you live audio because of UIL regulations, we're not allowed to have live video today. So once again, it's just audio today, and we appreciate you following us, and we'll keep you updated with this game as both teams just exchanging possession.
It'll bring up a 4th down. There was a 5-yard penalty, but nevertheless, well, the coach is thinking about it. He's calling a timeout with 8 minutes and 6 seconds left in the second half. We still have no score here from Sun Stadium. Both defenses are playing a really good ball game. We'll be right back with more action.
Visit the San Benito Chamber of Commerce and find out how they can help you be a part of the new and exciting growth the city is experiencing today. Supporting business, community, and the teams, San Benito Chamber of Commerce. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time.
Okay, we're live. Fourth down for the Port Isabel Tarpons. Fourth and about 4th and 3, it says on the scoreboard. They are going for it. They went for it. There's the Porter Cowboy defense. They're going to be short, but there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, there is a flag on the play, and it looked like there may have been some movement on the line there for Port Isabel. So we're going to go ahead and wait to see where this is. This going to go against the defensive lineman or the offensive lineman? And it's going to be a big call here, as this could change the possession here.
Looks like they're taking it off against the Cowboys, which is going to give Port Isabel a first down.
And boy, that's a huge play there for the Port Isabel Tarpons, and a bit of a mishap there from the defensive line, and we've seen them get caught offside.
They're a little anxious. First down for the Tarpons right at the 40-yard line, their own 40-yard line. There is a handoff. Number 8, Saldana. Saldana doing some hard running right down the middle for about 8 yards.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Manny, that was a great run there by Saldana. He read the play beautifully. He found the hole. He did the cutback lane, went straight up the middle, ran hard, and took a couple of defenders to bring him down there. A great 8-yard gain there.
That'll bring up 2nd and 2 for the Tarpons. Ball rested at the 48-yard line, their own territory. Quarterback keeper for the Tarpons. Good play by the defense. Just short of the first down.
Yeah, and that was Joey Kriebum there, the quarterback for Port Isabel Tarpons, trying to get to the outside. Only 2 yards needed. But boy, as we talked about earlier, Porter Cowboys have some speed defensively, and they met him at the line right there, not allowing him to get any further. And now it's going to bring up a crucial third down, Manny.
Crucial third down, third and one for the Tarpons. Ball resting right about the 49-yard line, own territory. There's the shotgun formation. Handoff right down the middle. Good pursuit by the defensive side, short of the first down.
Yeah, great defensive effort there, getting some penetration, and it looked like Saldana had all the momentum going for him there, but he's met in the backfield by number 42 for the Porter Cowboys. Coming up big was Luis Palacios, the senior linebacker, and now that's going to bring up a big question mark for the offensive coordinator and for the Port Isabel Tarpons.
4th and about a half a yard. Quarterback went under center, and he's going to quarterback sneak, and I think he's going to get the first down. He got a couple of yards for the Tarpons. First down, Tarpons.
And a great play call there from the offensive coordinator for the Port Isabel Tarpons, and it's just Kriegum getting under center. That's very hard to defend defensively, and he just uses the big offensive line there to just get that extra push, and that's a first down there for Port Isabel.
Tarpons marching right down the field. Now they are on Porter territory, 49-yard line. Quarterback on shotgun formation. He's going to throw. Finds the receiver, number 12, at about the 55, running all the way to the 37-yard line. Going to be very close to a first down, Eric.
Yeah, it looks like he did get it there, or it's going to be... Yeah, the chains are moving there, and it was a
First
great
down.
pass and catch there from Kriegum to Strunk. And Strunk, the slot receiver, doing a good job of cutting upfield, taking a couple of defenders with him.
Port Isabel going with a fast tempo offense now. He hands it off to the running back, which gets maybe a yard.
Yeah, with the tackle there for the Porter Cowboys, number 55, Luis Armendariz, a senior defensive lineman, doing a good job of getting in the backfield there. It's always difficult when you're running the fast tempo to get those guards pulling there, Manny.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Tarpons. Ball resting at the 37-yard line. There's a handoff. He's going to throw the ball. It's going to be incomplete. Good defensive play, 42 for the Cowboys. Ball is incomplete.
It looked like the pass was intended for Angel Nino. It looked like he was lined up there on the left-hand side. It was a wide receiver, number 8. And it just goes a bit too high for him as the quarterback not able to connect there.
The Tarpons trying to mix it up here in the second part of the field. There's the running play. Good pursuit by the defense. Number 32 trying to get to the outside, but couldn't for the Tarpons.
Boy, big-time play there from number 42 for the Porter Cowboys. That's Luis Palacios coming up with a big-time tackle there once again, bringing Nino, and he read that beautifully to the outside. And now that's going to bring up a big question mark here for Portisville.
4th down and 11 for the Portisville Tarpons. Ball resting at the 38-yard line as Nino lost a yard. Tarpons going for it. At least it looks like it right now because the quarterback is also the punter. No, he's going to decide to punt. There was no Porter with no receiving. Ball is going to rest at about the 10-yard line. And we'll be right back, folks.
San Benito. Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today.
Okay, we're back for more action from Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. Porter Cowboys with the precision. There's a good run, but there's a good stop, good play.
Boy, what an effort there defensively. A textbook tackle there. And it looks like playing both ways there for Portisville. Angel Nino on the left-hand side. And he just meets up Saldana and keeps his legs pushing. And that was a great effort there defensively.
Kevin Garcia, the quarterback, is back at the under center. Garcia rolling out on the pass. Finding number 80 at about the 18-yard line. Number 80 coming up with the catch for the Cowboys. That is Adolfo Gonzalez, I believe that's the tight end.
And pushing him out of bounds is Sabas Peña, the sophomore defensive back. And boy, what a great route there by the Porter Cowboys there and getting to the outside on that comeback route.
That'll bring up 3rd and 4 for the Porter Cowboys. As Garcia now returns as quarterback. Behind him on the plays, Luis Bustamantes, a running back. Good luck. There's a good run by the quarterback. Finally bringing down at the 35-yard line. There is a flag on the play. I believe it's going to be on the defense.
Yeah, and once again, we get to see Garcia showing what he can do. Zigzag past a couple of defenders and gets a great gain there for his team. And it looks like there may have been a face mask on that one. But a good tackle there from the defender, but just not able to grab part of the jersey. He was able to get to the helmet there, so Garcia's off.
We'll see what the flag is, but I think it's going to be well, no, they're tagging it. There is a flag against the Tarpons.
And that'll be a 15-yarder against the Portisville Tarpons. And yeah, you know, as you saw the play going, you could tell the player did not mean to grab the helmet, but sometimes it just happens. But now it's always a 15-yarder.
Anytime you're pursuing, it's kind of, you know, it's going to happen. Ball will be resting now at the inside Tarpon territory, right about the 49-yard line. There is a timeout. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back. No score here in Sam Stadium.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is a piece of cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Music lovers.
We're back for more action. The Cowboys have a first down at the 49-yard line. Number 3, the sophomore, throwing the ball, and it's going to be caught at the 19-yard line for the Porto Cowboys. Good play. Sophomore quarterback now, Will Camacho. It's the number 3, Kyle Aguirre, the sophomore, throwing a good pass for the Cowboys.
Yeah, and a great reception there from Brandon Dreta, the junior wide receiver for the Porter Cowboys, and a nice pitch and catch there from Aguirre.
Right over to the defender. Good catch, good throw. First down, Cowboys. Cowboys marching right down the field. Running play. There was no gain on the play. Number 9 for the Cowboys.
And on the tackle there is Angel Fernandez, the junior linebacker for the Portis Bell Tarpons.
Jose Saldana, number 8, was the running back. He managed to get about half a yard. That'll bring up second down, 2nd and 1 for the Porto Cowboys. Sophomore quarterback keeping the ball. He gets to the outside. He's finally brought down at about the 10-yard line for the Cowboys. Good little run by the sophomore.
Yeah, and when your number is called, Manny, you got to respond. And so far, Aguirre has been responding here in the second quarter for his team. As we're seeing the replay here at the stadium, he does a good job of getting to the outside. Eventually, with the block from Saldana, his running back, and ends up getting pushed out of bounds by David Rosales from Portis Bell, alongside Jake Pinkerton, the senior, with the wealth of experience there in the defense for Portis Bell.
The Cowboys are calling a timeout. They want to make sure they have everything, get it all together, because they do have the ball at the 9-yard line. Well, at the 10-yard line. We'll be right back, folks, with more action here from Sam Stadium.
At Forever Memories today, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We're back for more action here from Sun Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. 0-0 the score here. Tarpons, Porter, Cowboys. The Cowboys knocking on the door there in the red zone. 3rd and 4 for the Cowboys. There's a nice run by number 8, Saldana.
And Saldana running hard up the middle there, and it's a bit of a counter there because the Porter Cowboys line up with the heavy set to the left-hand side. They even had an extra down lineman, but instead they just decided to go to the weak side, and it looked like Portis Bell just overpowered that left-hand side. So it was a great gain in the end, but it's still going to bring up this crucial 4th down.
4th and 1, Porter Cowboys going for it now. Quarterback Garcia, 11, going back in action.
Garcia going under center there, getting the quarterback sneak for the 1st down there as he gets that extra push from his teammates there. And it's just the momentum from the offensive line blocking there as
it's 1 minute and 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Cowboys knocking on the door. They are at the 5-yard line. Again, Garcia back under center.
And Garcia hobbling a bit there. Looked like he may have gotten a knock on his ankle, but boy, he's a warrior, and he's out there leading his team here in the red zone.
He's in the shotgun formation. Hands it off to number 7. Very close to the end zone. Touchdown, Porto Cowboys. They are on the scoreboard. Good run there by number 7, Brian Franco. Franco, the running back.
And Franco gets his number called here in the red zone, and boy, does he pay off here as he runs very hard to the right-hand side as they had a double tight end set there with two fullbacks. And it's just the offensive line creating an extra push there. And the pulling guard, number 79 for the Porter Cowboys, getting that block, Adam Gonzalez. Great job by the senior.
There's the extra point. And it's good. We have a 7-0 score here from Porter, from Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. First score of the game. 1 minute and 33 seconds left in the first half. 7-0. Cowboys on top. We'll be right back.
Watching Real Sports Live.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Hi, we're Sherryland Rattlers, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Okay, folks, we're right back with more action. Porter has just scored the first points out of the game, 7-0. We have a score with 1 minute and 33 seconds left in the first half. 23 back to kick off for the Porter Cowboys. Receiving at about the 15-yard line. Number 12, he could go all the way. Number 23 is on his way. He's all the way to the 30, 20, 10-yard line. Touchdown for the Tarpons. Touchdown for the Tarpons. Good run by Max Strunk, taking it all the way to the house.
And boy, what a spectacular return there from Mark Strunk. He gets past one defender and he finds a seam there and he just shows the speed he has, getting past the kicker and taking it to the house. And boy, was there a couple of Porter Cowboys nearly getting a shoestring tackle there, but Strunk showing some great balance to finish off that play.
Very good speed by Strunk, and he took it all the way. He got about the 20-yard line. That was about a 70, 80-yard
return.
About 80 yards, yes.
What a response there from Port Isabel Tarpons in this hard-fought game so far here in the second quarter.
Extra point, Angel Fernandez, the kicker. There's a snap. Ball goes right through the crossbar. So we have a tight ball game just like that. 7-7, 1 minute and 17 seconds left in the first half here at Sam Stadium in Brownsville. We'll be right back.
San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS.
We're right back with more action here at Sam Stadium. We just saw the Port Isabel Tarpons running back on a kickoff return, tying the ball game at 7-7. And the Tarpons are now getting ready to kick off right with 1 minute and 17 seconds left in the first half, Eric.
Yeah, and you know, we always talk about football, the three phases of the game. It's not just offense and defense, it's also special teams. And boy, it's paid off big here for Port Isabel as they were able to get on the board there on the special teams.
There is the kickoff. Bounces up at the 10. The runner will get it. He's returning it all the way back to the 25-yard line. This is number 14 for the 14 Savas Peña, the returning.
Yeah, and on the coverage
return.
on the kickoff team with the tackle for Port Isabel was number 14, Daniel Samaron, sophomore defensive back.
1 minute and 11 seconds left in the first half. Porter, we have the ball at the 25-yard line. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. The run back on the backfield, sophomore quarterback, back under center, Will Camacho. He hands it off to the running back. There will be not much there, but a yard.
Yeah, and that's Kyle Aguirre under center handing the ball off to Saldana, who gets swallowed up there with only about 2 or 3 yards gained there. And boy, Portisville has a big defensive line, so it's very hard to get past that first level of the defense.
Again, Kyle Aguirre under center, 11 Garcia. He's a little checking up a little bit, going in and out. 35 seconds left in this first half. There's a running play, a keeper by the quarterback. It's good pursuit by the defense. Push him about the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and getting in on the action there with some great pursuit from Port Isabel was Zaire Calderon, the senior linebacker, alongside number 14, Daniel Zamaron, and also number 21 getting involved in the action there, Jake Pinkerton.
That'll bring up a third down, 3rd and 8. 3rd and 2 for the Porter Cowboys. 27 seconds left in the first half. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. There is a fumble on the play. I believe the Tarpons will be recovering at about the 29-yard line. Yes, they do. There's a missed handoff there.
Yeah, and it just looked like that exchange was never clean there between Kyle Aguirre and the running back, and the ball just pops up as a gift there for the Port Isabel Tarpons. Nobody from the Porter Cowboys was in the area, but boy, nice heads-up play there from the defensive lineman to just fall on that one, and now they're in prime real estate here with about 20 seconds left here to try to get something on the board and possibly take the lead, Manny.
Yes, it's going to be first down at the at ball rested at the 28-yard line. Still 21 seconds left. There is a reverse by Shrunk. There goes Shrunk on the 20, on the 10. He's going to bring down at the 5-yard line. Good reverse.
And clock continues to run, Manny. We got down to 10 seconds, 8 seconds.
11 seconds against the ball. The clock stops on a first down. And then we'll reset it. But I believe the Tarpons are going to take a timeout.
Nice heads-up play there from the coaching staff for the Tarpons, taking a timeout there. But boy, what a story it's been here late in the second quarter, Manny. It's Mark Strunk, the speedster slot receiver, showing his athleticism there. And a great play call there from the offensive coordinator for Port Isabel.
On that play, he brought him off the receiver slot and came up almost like a reverse, and Shrunk with that speed took it all the way to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and for the Porter Cowboys, coming up with the big tackle there was number 14, Sabas Peña, the sophomore defensive back. If he doesn't make that tackle, Strunk is in the end zone, Manny.
Now they have a first and goal, ball resting at the 4-yard line. Still 11 seconds left in the first half. Quarterback on the shotgun formation, he cuts it off.
Touchdown there for the Port Isabel Tarpons, as that's Mark Strunk, as we just finished talking about him. Comes up big here, and boy, it fooled the defense there, Manny. It was a fake handoff to Nino to the outside, but with only 10 seconds, it was a passing down, and it's a quick flick by the quarterback, Krebum, and it finds his intended receiver, Strunk, right up the middle on a slant route for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Port Isabel. They are on top of this one, 13-7. Here is the extra point. There's a kick, and it's good. 14-7 is the score, and there is still 8 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, and as you can tell, with turnovers are huge, Manny, when it comes to football, especially in high school football. Momentum will kill you. But in this case, it was a fumble on the ground put between that exchange on the offense, and it led to points here for Port Isabel. But a credit to the offense for Port Isabel, really just executing on that drive with 2 huge plays. The first, the reverse to Strunk, and showing the speed there, and then the second play in the goal line, designed perfectly, faking the handoff to Nino, and then finding Strunk wide open in the middle.
Strunk having a good first half so far. You can see the speed he has, and they're using him here right before halftime. Again, we have 8 seconds left, and they will kick it off to the Porter Cowboys. 14-7, our score here at Sam Stadium.
And it looks like back to receive is going to be Jorge Flores, the junior running back for the Porter Cowboys.
And there is the kickoff. They're going to kick it, and it's going to be recovered by the Porter Cowboys. Porter saying they have it at about the 45-yard line.
And boy, did that look close, Manny.
That is very close.
It could be either team on the falling on that one, but the Porter players coming out of bounds saying that they got it.
Still 5 seconds left in this first half. Looks like the Tarpons playing a prevent defense with only 5 seconds left.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see Porter probably just take a knee here and go into to halftime. But yeah, Portersville preparing nonetheless with the prevent defense here. But man, both of these teams leaving it late here, Manny, in this first half and the second quarter. The first half was just exchanging possessions, very hard-fought battle defensively, and now both offenses erupting here late in the second quarter.
Yes, they do it, and we have a 14-7 score. And like you say, Eric, they're probably going to take a knee. Well, they're going to hand it off right down the middle. 28 taking it all the way to Tarpon territory, but his clock is going to run out. And we are at halftime here at Sam Stadium. 14-7 is the score. The Port Isabel Tarpons 14, Porter Cowboys 7. We'll be right back with more action.
Provider services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
We're PSJ Southwest Javelinas, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. J's up!
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Come see what the City of San Benito has to offer today. Business owners, visit the San Benito Chamber of Commerce and find out how they can help you be a part of the new and exciting growth the city is experiencing today. Supporting business, community, and the teams, San Benito Chamber of Commerce. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Hi, we're Rodney Huskies, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Hi, we're Brownsville veterans, and thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito. Come see what the City of San Benito has to offer today. Business owners, visit the San Benito Chamber of Commerce and find out how they can help you be a part of the new and exciting growth the city is experiencing today. Supporting business, community, and the teams, San Benito Chamber of Commerce.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then, when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6 on F Street in Harlingen. It's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli.
Okay, folks, we're back at Sam's Stadium here in Brownsville, Texas, where we have a score of 14-7. The Port Isabel Tarpons are on top of this one over the Porto Cowboys. Eric, we saw a first quarter that was more a defensive struggle. Both teams going back and forth. You know, they both defenses look really good in the first quarter, and also the second, which was more those big plays, those miscues that led to those to the scores.
Yeah, definitely. As you described it, Manny, it was a hard-fought battle in the first half. Defensively, both and I don't even think each team got past the 50-yard mark on that one. It wasn't until the second quarter, and that's just a testament to what they can do defensively for both teams, coming out with lots of experience. I believe both of them coming with about 6 or 7 starters returning, and that's what really shows here. 6 for Porter and 8 for Port Isabel. So, you know, that's very tough to overcome offensively. But, yeah, as you said, 3 late scores in the second quarter, and it's more about some of the miscues, as you mentioned. Of course, the Porter Cowboys having a fumble there, and then also special teams. You know, that's a big part of a game for any team. You got to play the 3 phases, and so far, Porter, just after playing very good defensively and then offensively to get that first touchdown and the first score of the night, it was just a great response from Port Isabel to force the turnover, get some points on the board, and then really is that big play by Mark Strunk, the slot receiver for the Port Isabel Tarpons.
I tell you what, Mac Trunk, it's starting to come along. A good speedy receiver in that kickoff return really turned things around for the Port Isabel Tarpons. I mean, the Cowboys had just scored. They had the momentum going, and then here comes the kickoff, and Trunk just took it all the way for about 80 yards, I believe it was. And then scoring that second touchdown on that right before halftime, it turned the game around. But you know what? It's still a 14-7 game, not a bad game. I mean, it's still a close game, and Porter can easily, come and tie it.
Yeah, and you mentioned the great performance so far from Mark Strunk and the offense of Port Isabel, but likewise defensively for the Porter Cowboys, they've been lights out. It's just unfortunate, really, the way it ended up in the second half. And, when we talk about high school football, it's all about momentum, Manny.
Yes.
And, we saw the crowd going, they were ecstatic, this Porter Cowboys home crowd, when they scored.
Good home crowd.
Yeah, they went ecstatic, but then quickly Strunk and the Port Isabel special teams took it to the house, and that really changed the momentum. It shifted just as quickly as it had gone for the Porter Cowboys. And now, so we're going to see what happens here in the second half. They're going to need a response from the Porter Cowboys because they had some key mistakes when it mattered here as the second quarter was finishing. And now they're going to have to come out and clean those things up, but also get that look at that positive drive they had there with Kevin Garcia capping it off in the red zone with the run up the middle from the running back. And they're going to have to build on that. And that's what, if I was the head coach for Carlos Irasti for the Porter Cowboys, that's what I talked to the players about. Build on that offensive drive.
It's always good, you go into halftime, you make those adjustments. I mean, so far both teams are playing an awesome game. I mean, the little kickoff return and that score from Trunk, turned things around for the Tarpons. But I tell you what, both defenses, they do look they impressive. Of course, you mentioned that the starters, it has to do a lot with experience. And with the two defenses, well, the offenses, starting to move the ball. The slow Porter Cowboys, you mentioned, they took that drive, and now the Tarpons also scored their second touchdown, But we're still going to see a lot of good play in the third quarter, I believe. This is their first game of the season for both teams. So there's some wrinkles there. And I know there's going to make adjustments, and we'll see a different second half.
Yeah, and as we mentioned earlier, for defense, they have that experience. So both team defensive looking very sharp, flying to the ball. But the offensive struggled a bit in the first quarter, and that's kind of what you were saying there, Manny. But yeah, I'm expecting a very exciting second half here. There's only 7 points separating these two teams, and the offenses really look like they awoke in there in the second quarter. So from Sam's in Brownsville, we're going to have some great football here. And, barely the first game of the season. Football Fridays are back, and it's a very exciting time here in the Valley and throughout the state of Texas.
What I know last night, it started here Thursday night when Pace also played against the Charlene. But today we can see a good crowd here. Of course, I wasn't here last night, but tonight it's a Friday night football game. We see Porter Nation supporting their teams. It's also Port Isabel, their fans making it down here to Sam Stadium in Brownsville.
Yeah, it's a great traveling squad of fans there from Port Isabel. A nice set of fans coming to support these young men, and the home crowd as well. Really enjoying the atmosphere as football is back amongst us once again.
We'll take a short break, Eric, and then we'll come back and talk about their district. I know Porter. It's in the 16-5A district, Division 1, and the Tarpons are in District 16-4A, Division 2. We'll take a short break, and then we'll talk about their district and their upcoming schedule.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito.
Every great dining adventure begins with one word: fresh. At the Sea Ranch, we combine a fresh, inviting atmosphere with chef-inspired cuisine prepared from the freshest local shrimp, oysters, snapper, and mahi-mahi. Our salmon, Alaskan king crab, and live Maine lobsters are flown in fresh. A local favorite for over 30 years, the Sea Ranch. Come enjoy a fresh experience.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for low prices? It's a Labor Day party.
It's the Hacienda Ford Labor Day sale where you can get a 2019 Ford EcoSport with navigation and an 8-inch touchscreen for just $17,495.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. Mahasi and the friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then, when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6. On F Street in Harlingen, it's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen.
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then, when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6. On F Street in Harlingen, it's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Dr. Armando Salazar decided to build new dental offices in Port Isabel, John Reed at First Community Bank had the perfect financing options.
Make FCB your bank.
Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito. Come see what the City of San Benito has to offer today. Business owners, visit the San Benito Chamber of Commerce and find out how they can help you be a part of the new and exciting growth the city is experiencing today. Supporting business, community, and the teams, San Benito Chamber of Commerce.
Every great dining adventure begins with one word: fresh. At the Sea Ranch, we combine a fresh, inviting atmosphere with chef-inspired cuisine prepared from the freshest local shrimp, oysters, snapper, and mahi-mahi. Our salmon, Alaskan king crab, and live Maine lobsters are flown in fresh. A local favorite for over 30 years, the Sea Ranch. Come enjoy a fresh experience.
It's the Hacienda Ford Labor Day sale where you can get a new Ford Expedition with 20-inch wheels, leather, navigation, and more for $12,000 off MSRP.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Hi, we're Lady Vikings, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Hi, we're Mackay Bulldogs. Thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years, Trusted, reliable. For condo and beach house rentals, call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Hi, we're the Lady Tigers, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Hi, we're the South. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83.
Right now, how about this 2015 Chrysler 300S model with a Beat stereo, leather interior, navigation, $57,000, reduced today, $19,999. Or a 2012 Ram 1500, a Lone Star package, 5.7 Hemi engine, a towing package, automatic, $16,499. Or how about a diamond in the rough, 1998 Dodge 3500 dually with a fifth wheel, 4x4, power everything, heavy duty bumper, $14,999.
Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
Hi, we're the Wrestling Matters. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Okay, we're back live from Sam's Stadium here in Brownsville, Texas. Non-district game between the Port Cowboys and the Port Isabel Tarpons. Good game here from Sam's Stadium. So far, we have a score 14-7. Tarpons on top of this one. But we wanted to talk a little bit about the district. District 16-5A Division 1, the Port Cowboys. They will be playing in the district where it is Mission Veterans, Brownsville Veterans. There's also Pace, which played last night, La Jolla, Palmview, Donna High, Rio Grande City, PHA Southwest, PHA Memorial, and Lopez. So Port Cowboys, they are in a tough district, Eric.
Yeah, and as you said, we're going to start off with the Porter Cowboys. And, you know, last year they went 1-9. And we hear in the newspaper articles, head coach Carlos Ireste really wanting to improve. And they felt that their team wasn't a 1-9 team. They felt that this year might be their year to be able to improve and possibly make a playoff push. But, of course, it's a very tough 16-5A Division 1.
Well, we saw what Mission Veterans did last year, of course, and they are in a tough district. We're seeing their improvement tonight. Well, we're seeing their improvement tonight, Eric, of what we saw from last year. You know, all those returnees they're getting back. They do have a good team this year, and competing in a district like that, as tough as that one, you know, it's tough. But I know Porter will be competing this year.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, the Mission Veterans, the big team in the district, of course, because back-to-back, they've been getting to the playoffs. But, of course, they did graduate Landry Gilpin, so we'll see how that affects them in the district race. But for the Porter Cowboys, they got Kevin Garcia, a 3-year starter, one of the most experienced quarterbacks in the district. It's just if they can keep him healthy, keep him going. And, well, defensively, as we mentioned earlier, they got 6-7 starters returning. So they got a nice core to build off of and possibly make a playoff push.
Yep, well, they got Mission Veterans. They got Brownsville Veterans. You know, another good team from the Valley. Pace, you know, you got Pace, La Jolla, Palmview, and Donna High. Pretty tough teams. Rio Grande City and PHA Southwest, PHA Memorial, and Lopez. Lopez also is a tough team.
Yeah, Lopez last year, getting to see them here in Brownsville Sam's Stadium throughout the season. Just unfortunate to not get into the playoffs. It ended up being the 4 playoff teams, the Pace Vikings, Palmview Lobos, and then, of course, Mission Veterans and Brownsville Veterans. So, of course, those 4 teams are the big, teams to watch out for.
Yes.
But Porter's going to need to try to get into the mix of that. But it's a gauntlet, man. He's 16-5A Division 1. It's one of the toughest districts in the region, really.
Yep, and let's talk about the Port Isabel Tarpons. What can we say about the Tarpons? That tradition also they have, but they are also playing a really, really tough district. We got Raymondville, which was the district champion. We have Rio Hondo, Progreso. You know, all those 4 teams, and of course, when we talk about it, all 4 teams are already in the playoffs.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier on the way to the game. They're thinking about playoffs, because they're going to be in the mix. They're going to be in the playoffs. They know that for sure. But of course, head coach Strunk has mentioned in the articles in the newspaper, he's not going to be swayed by that. He wants to make sure his team is prepared. So they got a very long non-district schedule. Of course, the 4-team district is very unusual. So they have to schedule 7 teams in the district. But for Portisville, as you mentioned, they got that rich tradition throughout the Rio Grande Valley. They're going to want to build on that, and I'm sure it's a big motivating factor for a lot of these players.
What can you say, Portisville, the tradition? You talk about Raymondville, that tradition they have in Raymondville so many years, back in the 70s, the 80s, they were so strong. And just like Portisville, what can you say about Rio Hondo? Rio Hondo, the team of the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s,
Yeah, and Rio Hondo, of course, these past few years has been very strong. And last year, Raymondville, came out the big surprise. They were solid, had a great season, and now it's going to be a very tough 3-way, 4-team district to try to come up on top of that. But I'm sure every team is thinking of a district title at this point.
Sure. That's what they're playing for. And then Progreso, of course, Progreso also, can also be a sleeper and come back and be one of those teams. We see Portisville here tonight. Portisville playing, of course, a team which is in a different district, a bigger district. And so far, Portisville is also looking very good, very, very impressive.
Yeah, it's a credit to what they're doing over there at Portisville with head coach Strunk and his staff, his coaching staff. These guys are going toe-to-toe here with a bigger program in the Porter Cowboys. But as you said, they have that tradition. They're going to be good year in, year out. And for Porter, for head coach Carlos Uresti and his coaching staff, this is a big test for them, too. It'll help them prepare as they go into the district season, facing a very talented squad in Portisville.
I tell you what, their defense and on both sides of the ball, Porter also looks very impressive. They have that number 55 on defense, doing some good plays. Their linebacking crew, their secondary, they're looking pretty good on defense. And what can you say about the offense? You mentioned the quarterback,
Yeah, Kevin Garcia, he's not only the leader, he's a leader on and off the field. You can just tell the aura that he has around him. The players react to the way he responds, and it's really the engine of the offense for the Porter Cowboys, and we're going to get a chance to see him here.
We're getting ready for the kickoff of the second half. 10 for the Portisville. Fernandez kicking off. Ball is sailing out of bounds at about the 20-yard lines, and of course it's going to be a creative flag. And I believe they'll be starting at the 30-yard line. For the Porter Cowboys, first possession, they defer to the second half, so they will be getting the ball, the Cowboys, at about the 30-yard line, where they have their first possession of the second half.
Yeah, and I'm eager to see how they're going to react here. We talked about it at halftime, the adjustments. What are they going to do offensively to make some adjustments? Maybe it's on the blocking scheme with the offensive linemen. Maybe it's going to be the receivers running a couple of different routes. But, of course, we are going to want to see the quarterback get some Garcia get some plays here.
Garcia will be back for the second half. He's under center. Now we see him hobbling a little bit. Hopefully he can play it out through all the game. We've been seeing Kyle Aguirre, the sophomore, coming in, different plays. There's a handoff. He's finding some room for about 6-7 yards. Keep going. He's about the 37-yard line.
And we saw Portisville run a 2-back set off the shotgun earlier in the first half. Now we see a different wrinkle here from the Porter Cowboys, doing much of the same, bringing 2-back set here, and this time they hand it off to the running back. It looked like that was number 28, Benito Loredo, and also number 21 line back there, Gabriel Gonzalez.
Gabriel Gonzalez, yeah. Under center, Garcia hands it off again to 2021. Good pursuit by the defensive side of on the Portisville, 42.
Yeah, and it looked like Gonzalez, the running back there for Porter, was looking for a seam up the middle, but he was stretched to the outside. And, when you have so many bodies there as far as the offensive lineman blocking, the defensive line did a good job of just pushing him out there, and then the linebackers cleaning up the mess on the outside, not allowing him to get to the outside perimeter.
There's no gain on the play that will bring up third down. 10 minutes and 58 seconds here. We're just starting the third quarter. Quarterback on the shotgun formation, one running back on the side. He's going to roll out. 42 under pursuit. And he's going to grab him right behind. He'll bring down about the 31, 32-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, man, the great job defensively from Port Isabel there. That's a coverage sack. Garcia is scrambling to his left, trying to roll out and get somebody open, but there's nothing there. And it's a great pursuit by number 42, Roger Schertl, the senior defensive lineman, one of the returnees from last year. And he showed the speed he has there to catch up to Garcia.
They'll bring fourth down formation for the Porter Cowboys. They'll be punting the ball. There is a punt. The ball sailing high. It'll be bouncing about the 39-yard line. Good bounce. It's going to go all the way to the 20-yard line. Still rolling. They're going to down it at the 19-yard line in the Port Isabel territory.
Yeah, it looked like it took a favorable bounce there for Porter. And, the return man really was not allowed to take that back. And it gives a good position there for the defense to try to pin back this Port Isabel Tarpon offense. But the Tarpons are going to have to come out here at their own 19 and try to get something going here. And like we said earlier, adjustments offensively and see what they did here in the halftime offensively and see how they produce here.
Quarterback on the shotgun formation, running back on the side, two receivers to the right, two to the left. There's a throw to the 5-yard line. Good pursuit by the defensive side. Almost maybe a 2-yard gain, but that was about it. Porter Cowboys coming up big.
Yeah, the defense just swarming to the ball. As soon as that ball is released, it was a quick out for the Tarpons, and the receiver was Tito Zamaron, and he's just going to find himself a couple of yards there.
Quarterback under center, shotgun formation. He's going to throw it right there in the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That ball is incomplete. Intended to number 12 for the Tarpons. That was Mac Strunk. We know what Strunk can do.
Yeah, Mark Strunk, of course, the playmaker so far in the first half right there, trying to get the ball to their big playmaker there. But it's in and out of his hands as there was a couple of defenders just about to make the tackle. But it's a great play design there, faking the running play and then just quickly slant to Strunk.
Quarterback on the shotgun formation. Strunk under the center. He's going to run it. He's finding some room. First down all the way to the 39-yard line. Good run by Strunk. We're starting to see Strunk being utilized more.
Yeah, and we talked about the things they would do at halftime adjustments, and it seems like they wanted to put in an extra wrinkle there. We saw the Porter Cowboys do the two-back set. Well, it's Port Isabel bringing in a Wildcat, bringing in Strunk, their big playmaker there to get to the ball, and he gets a good speed to the outside and gets them a first down.
Strunk is a receiver out to the left side, three receivers to the right. Shotgun formation. They're going to throw it again. They're looking for Strunk. Two defenders on him. Good defensive play by the Porter Cowboys.
Yeah, and on that play, the Tarpons decide to have Strunk there on the left-hand side as the only wideout on a one-on-one matchup, but it's a zone defense here from the Porter Cowboys, so there's some help there from the safety position. It was going to be a tough ball there for Kriebum to get in there, so it's out of bounds and incomplete.
8 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third quarter, 14-7. The Tarpons on top of this one over the Porter Cowboys. Shotgun formation. Running back shifting to the right side. And it's going to be another passing play, incomplete. Pass intended to the receiver, number 8, to the left-hand side. Angel Niño.
Yeah, and Luis Armendariz, the linebacker for Porter, getting some penetration, putting some pressure quickly on Joey Kriebum, and Kriebum just releasing that one, and the timing was just off on that route, and that'll bring up this third down.
Kriebum all the way starting quarterback for the Tarpons. Two running backs, one to each side of the quarterback. He's going to be a running play keeper by Kriebum. I believe that's Strunk.
Yeah, and this time they line up once again in the Wildcat, and it's Mark Strunk with the two backs on his right-hand side. Both of them lead blocking, but it's a swarming defense right up the middle and penetrating and not allowing him to get any further, and that's only about 2-yard gain there.
Grebo back on the under center. Well, the shotgun formation. One run back to the left-hand side. We got 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They're facing a 4th down, but I believe they're going to punt the ball. They do punt the ball. Ball takes a bounce. Deep on they pick it up at about the 33-yard line. They immediately brought down. A little risky there.
Yeah, it seemed like there may have been a bit of confusion there from the special teams, and just to be safe, he decides to pick it up. But sometimes it's better just to leave it there and allow the defense to down it there. And so now the Porter Cowboys will be getting on the field.
Ball rested at about the 36-yard line, Porter territory, where they will get the ball. Second possession of the second half. Number 11 back at the center. That's Garcia, Kevin Garcia, back to pass. Trying to find a receiver down the middle. Number 10, all in and out of the hands. Just a little too wide. Incomplete.
And with the route there is Brandon Reta getting some separation there from the defender. And boy, what a nice pass there from Kevin Garcia. You know, he talked about it in the paper. He wants to work on his passing game, and boy, that was a nice pass there. Just a little bit too far, and it was just enough of an effort from the defender to put a body on the Brandon Reta there to not allow him to get that ball.
We're going to take a short break. We have 14-7. The Portishead Tarpons over the Cowboys. 7 minutes and 38 seconds left in the third quarter. We'll be right back.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Sports Live.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Okay, we're back for live action, audio action live from Sam Stadium. We have the Porter Cowboys with the ball. And it's a handoff right down the middle in 28, finding some good room. It's going to be a first down for the Cowboys.
And that's the senior Benito Loredo running up the middle, finding some good blocking up the middle. And it was one of the pulling guards leading the way. And it looked like the defense just not able to get off their blocks on that one. And it's a huge first down there for the Porter Cowboys.
Huge first down, like you mentioned, Eric. That's first down, ball resting at the 47-yard line for the Porter Cowboys. First down, Cowboys. And another running play. He finds some more running play right down the middle, running room, about 70 yards.
And it's Loredo once again getting himself about 6 to 7, 8 yards. And boy, this offensive line is really getting a surge here. And the Porter Cowboys coming alive here in the third quarter.
There is a break of the action. We have an injured player. We'll be right back with more action right after these commercials.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hi, we're Mission Veterans, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. Woo! Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease.
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
Okay, folks, we're back at live audio from Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. Porter facing the second down and 3. Hands it off to the running back. Very close to a first down. I believe he has it, Eric. It's close. And yes, he does have a first down. Porter marching right down the field. They are in Tarpon territory.
Yeah, and it's a nice run there by Brian Franco, the junior running back, going to the outside. It's a design run, sweep to the outside, but he does a good job of cutting up field when he knows they only need 2 or 3 yards.
We're seeing Porter mixing the running backs, different running backs. Garcia still under center. He's in the shotgun formation. Has a running back to the left. Now he shifts to the right. 2 receivers to the right. There's some pass is completed. Pass for about an 8-yard, 9-yard gain.
Yeah, nice pitch and catch there from Kevin Garcia to the receiver. That's number 88, Norberto Cordova Jr. out there. Nice comeback route, and it's a great gain, as you said, man. 8 yards, but Garcia getting nice and comfortable passing there, rolling to the right side. And, boy, it's a tribute to this offensive coordinator for the Porter Cowboys, getting this offense in a nice groove here.
I see Garcia getting comfortable rolling about maybe 3-4 yards and then passing. It'll bring up a 2nd and 2 for the Cowboys. Cowboys marching right down the field. Hand off right down to the middle. He's going to get a first down.
And
gain about 4 yards.
Nice gain of 4 yards, coming up with the big tackle there for Portis Bells. Number 12, Max Strunk. That's number 13, Gilbert Medina. And the running back running very hard once again was Brian Franco. And that's going to be enough for a first down, it looks like, Manny.
Defensive line making some room for the running back. Number 7, again, the running back, Franco. They decided to throw on this one. Garcia, very smooth, but good play, good pass. Again, rolling a little bit to the right-hand side and finding the receiver for about an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, and this Porter offense just really getting some momentum here, marching down the field, and it's just those nice pitching catches, those quick routes to the outside from Garcia to his slot receivers.
Now we're seeing Loredo as running back to the left-hand side of Garcia on the shotgun formation. He's going to keep it. Garcia sneaks right down through the middle. I believe he's going to be very close to a first down, Eric. I think he's got it.
Yeah, and it's going to be Garcia up the middle for the first down, and that's going to move the chains. And now it'll open up the playbook here for the Porter Cowboys as they're entering the red zone now. And Garcia, and as you mentioned, those running backs spelling in and out, really throwing off this defense. They're going to need a stop here, the Portersville Tarpons.
Loredo is a running back. Garcia again on the shotgun formation, first down. Ball rested at about the 19-yard line. Ball snapped low, but Garcia picks it up. And he gains up about maybe a couple of yards, met by a defender for the Tarpons.
Yeah, great, nice open field tackle from Gilbert Medina, listed here as a sophomore. But boy, nice play there, because if he doesn't make that play, Garcia is going to be out in the open field there.
A lot of real estate. Yeah.
Garcia did a nice heads-up play there as the ball fell to the ground. It was a design sweep for the slot receiver, but he decided to call his own number up the middle, and he did the smart thing, really. And now they got some positive yardage for his team.
Franco back at running back, 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. It's going to be handoff to Franco. Franco picks up maybe another 5 yards. Cowboys marching right down the field.
Yeah, and on that play, it's the Tarpons showing blitz, so they had some extra numbers going forward, and nearly getting past that second line of defense was Franco, but making the tackle there is number 1, Gunnar Williams for the Tarpons.
Franco still a running back. They're mixing it up with different running backs with Loredo. Now Franco is in there. Garcia calling the plays for the Porter Cowboys. There's a handoff to Franco. Franco finds some room. They're finding something right down the middle, Eric. There's about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, as you said, they're going down the middle, and it's part of the adjustments maybe they did with the offensive scheme, with the blocking scheme there, because something has changed here as the offensive line is continuing to wear down this defensive line, and these running backs running very hard. It's making a big difference.
They're bringing 65 and 55 in. It's a power formation with Loredo, the running back. They need 1 yard, 4th and 1. They're pushing for that yard. It's going to be very close. I think they got it.
Yeah, it looks like they may have gotten that one, Manny. But the refs are going to look. It looks like they're going to have a measurement on there.
It's a first down now. Ref is calling it a first down. First down for the Cowboys.
Well, a great call there by the referees. They made that call quickly. But yeah, from the offensive coordinator, quick and simple. They win with the quarterback sneak, and they use that big offensive line that they have, and Garcia under center just gets that extra push from the backfield.
Benito Loredo still as a running back right behind the quarterback. And Loredo, he's going to be the one carrying the ball. He's very close to the 5-yard line where he's met by the Tarpons. And Porter keeps marching right down the field.
Yeah,
tough runs.
Yeah, tough running there from Loredo. He gets past the first level of defense, and then he gets met up by one of the defenders. A great defensive effort there, swarming to the ball, but Porter continuing to chalk on the yardage here.
Second and 6. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Porter's trying to get on the board, tie this one. Quarterback keeper Garcia. Garcia very close to the goal line. Touchdown for the Porter Cowboys. Garcia, tough running, and gets right in the end zone for the touchdown, Eric.
Yeah, and it's a great play design there with this running back leading the way for the blocking. As we see the replay here at the stadium, it's Garcia calling his own number, which we already knew. He was a tough runner. And, man, it's a credit to what this offensive line was able to do on this drive. An impressive drive here by the Porter Cowboys, capping it off with that run by Kevin Garcia.
Garcia, the holder. Here's the kicker. There's a setup. Eric ball is up, and it's good. We have a tied ball game here at Sam Stadium. We have a good game. 14-14 is our score here at Sam with 1 minute and 55 seconds left in the ball game. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with more action from Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas.
Lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Fishing fans, here's your chance to catch some fish and help out athletes at the same time. Mark the calendar now and plan on attending October 20th as the 3-Up, 3-Down San Perlita Booster Club Fishing Tournament looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Baits in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100% of the proceeds directly to the athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format. No fish over 21 inches, $150 per team or boat. Maximum 4 people, and the grand champion is a team closest to 63 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-Up, 3-Down Fishing Tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big way.
Well, we're back with more action. We have a tied ball game here from Sam Stadium, 14-14. Porter Cowboys kicking off the ball, and it's going to be bouncing, and it's going to be down at about the 25-yard line. Well, Eric, we see a good ball game here from Sam Stadium.
Yes, it's been a hard battle here in the second half, as we knew it would be in the second half, as both offenses coming alive here in the second half. But really, it's a pretty impressive drive there by the Porter Cowboys. They ate up a lot of the clock there, about 4 or 5 minutes, and they just continued marching down the field. And it was a tribute to the stable of running backs they have there. And then it was just Garcia in the end running
We saw the spooch kick. Last time the Porter Cowboys scored, they kicked it out to Shrunk, and he took it all the way. So they didn't want Shrunk to get on this time. First play of this possession for the Tarpons, gain about 2 yards. It's an injury timeout. About 3 yards. That'll be 2nd and 7 for the Port Isabel Tarpons.
Yeah, and that was some hard running there from Adrian Nino for the Port Isabel Tarpons. But great swarming defense there. Getting in on the action for the Porter Cowboys was number 25, Eric Melendez, and number 42, Luis Palacios.
You know, we're almost at the end of the third quarter. We see a lot of cramping, you know, it's the start of the season, and, you know, we see the players coming down, but nothing serious, you know. And that's a tribute to, you know, first games, practices, and then as the game goes on, you know, that's part of the game.
Yeah, it's definitely a part of the game. And then, as you know, here in the Rio Grande Valley, we have temperatures in excess of 100, plus degrees. But these kids are out there practicing early in the morning, late in the afternoon, and they're still getting their fitness levels up to 100%. So, yeah, you're going to see a couple of that here as we're here in the second half. But both of these teams, it's still the first game of this season. Lots to improve as far as the fitness levels of these teams, and also the sharpness on the way they execute their plays.
We see Rolando Puga, number 5, which had a cramp. He's back. Looks to be all right. Second and about 8 for the 2nd and 7 for the Port Isabel Tarpons. Quarterback on the shotgun formation. They're going to throw the ball. Pass is incomplete. In and out of the hands of number 8 for the Angel Nino.
Yeah, and the Port Isabel Tarpons trying to catch this defense by surprise, setting up a slip screen on the left-hand side. They fake it to the right, and then it's Skrebum just trying to find his teammate, but it's in and out of the hands, and not able to execute on that one. Now it's going to bring up a 3rd down here.
3rd down for the Port Isabel Tarpons. 3 receivers to the left-hand side, 1 to the right, 1 running back. Skrebum, it's going to be, it's Shrunk being the keeper. He's met over there by the defenders now for the Porter Cowboys. Maybe a yard gain for the Tarpons.
Yeah, and that time it was Mark Strunk at the Wildcat quarterback position, and he calls his own number to the left-hand side, but this defense wasn't having any of that. They swarmed to the ball and pushed him out of bounds, and now the Tarpons are going to have to go ahead and punt on this one.
It'll bring up 4th and 5 with 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Here at Sam Stadium, ball resting at the 30-yard line. There's a snap. There's a punt, and it's going to be blocked. Blocked, and it's going to be recovered at the 25-yard line. It's going to be Porter Cowboy ball. It was a 4th down anyways. So Porter will get the ball.
Yeah, and that time it just seemed like Skrebum was not able to get enough height on that punt, and it just goes off one of his own players and into the air, and it was up for grabs. But in the end, it was going to be the same result. It's going to be Porter ball in that territory. So right now the referee's discussing, but the ball is placed at the 25-yard line. And that's part of the problem when you have that type of formation, when you're punting off the shotgun formation. You know, he just takes a couple of steps back, but you got to make sure you clear it past your offensive line and your running back. And right there, just not able to do that. And it's also a key tribute to what the defensive line was able to do. They're pushing back that offensive line, getting their hands up in the air, because they've done this repetitively throughout this game.
It was a fourth down. The officials were discussing it, and the ball was blocked. So we'll see what the result is. I believe they're getting a first down to the Tarpons. Fourth down, the ball was blocked, but it was recovered by the Tarpons.
You know, and you see the coaching staff there for the Porter Cowboys really getting at the referee. They want to know what an explanation for that. And I understand, the ball is down, but the only thing I could think of, which we weren't able to see in the pile, possibly a Porter player having possession of the ball momentarily and then losing possession, falling into the hands of a Tarpon player.
That's probably the only explanation that we can think of also, because it was a fourth down. They punted the ball. The coach wants an explanation. Anyway, the ball is resting right now at the 25-yard line into Tarpon territory. We'll see what the referees rule on this one.
Yeah, we have the Tarpon offense on the field, the Cowboys defense on the field. So it looks like the referees,
they are awarding the ball to the Tarpons, and it'll be a first down for the Tarpons. First down, Tarpons at the 25-yard line. There was some movement. There is a flag on the play. Nevertheless, it was a 5-yard gain. We'll see what the refs are calling this one.
And that was some tough running there from Adrian Nino, and it's a good surge from the offensive line, creating lots of space there for Nino to run through, but he's only able to get about 4 or 5 yards there.
Well, it's going to be an offsides against the Porter Cowboys. Either they can take the play or they can take the flag, the points of the flag, which is the yards, a 5-yard penalty. They are going to take the flag, and it'll make it still a first down, 1st and 5 for the Tarpons. There's a handoff. Number 32, tough running right down the middle.
And defensively on the tackle is going to be Eric Melendez, sophomore linebacker, just coming up strong there. But it is going to be a good gain there for the Tarpons, and now it's going to make it a very manageable 2nd and 3 here for the Tarpons.
2nd and 3 with the fourth quarter coming down to an end. Clock showing 0-0-0 on the third quarter. Third quarter coming down to an end. We are tied 14-14 here at Sam Stadium. Good game out of a non-district game. We'll be right back.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
We're right back with more action here from Sam Stadium. Port Isabel facing a third down now. Third down and about 3. Last play was a handoff right down the middle for no gain. There was a loss on the play. Quarterback on the shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Porter showing some blitz. There is a complete pass, but it's going nowhere, Eric. Good defensive play by the Porter Cowboys.
Yeah, it's a good defensive effort there. On the tackle is Gabriel Gonzalez for the Porter Cowboys. And, the Tarpons are a good idea there, trying to get Mark Strunk involved in the offense here, and they isolate him on the left-hand side with 1 receiver blocking. But it's a good defensive effort to not allow him to get open there. And now that's going to bring up this crucial 4th down.
Mac Strunk going to hobble in a little bit to the outside. Again, this could be just a cramp for Mac Strunk. That'll bring up 4th down for the Port Isabel Tarpons. And again, the quarterback is their punter, so it looks like the Tarpons will be punting. They're kind of, then again, it was hit again by the line. There is a ball scrambling there. It's picked up by the Porter Cowboys, going to the 40, to the 35-yard line, where he's going to be brought down. There's an official right at the 50-yard line. I believe they cannot return the ball, if I'm not mistaken. The official is standing right at the 49-yard line. There is a flag.
It's also possibly for a block in the back, but we'll go and wait and see what the referee says here. But once again, we see there the Tarpons not able to get that punt off correctly.
It is going to be Porter Cowboys ball. There is the flag. I believe the officials are calling it against the Cowboys, which is going to be pushing them back. Like you say, Eric, it's probably a block on the back. Ball will be setting now at the 36-yard line, Porter territory.
Yeah, and that's a bit of a miscue there, because instead of starting in Tarpon territory, they're going to have to bring it out of their own end. But the offensive showed the great drive last time around, so we'll see how they do here.
First play, they hand it off to the running back, another running back for the Porter Cowboys. There's no gain on the play. That was Brandon Reta. Reta with a formation, 2 running back to the left and to the right, then went nowhere.
Yeah, and that time the Cowboys lined up with the two back set, and Reta, of course, listed here as a wide receiver, usually lined up on the outside, but trying to utilize his speed, they line him up with the backfield, but it's read here beautifully there by the defense, and to no gain.
This time Reta is on the receiver, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and it's handed off to 28. Benito Loredo. Loredo, there was really no room to run.
Yeah, and, second down, knowing that there's a run coming, they stuff it right in the goal line, and now it's only going to bring up a 3rd down and long here for the Porter Cowboys. But, it's part of probably something that the defensive coordinator saw, because the last drive, the Porter Cowboys were able to run it up the middle at will, really, and now you see a huge reaction here from the Tarpons.
They made some adjustment, you can tell right away. Cowboys with the ball at the 37-yard line. They're facing now a 3rd down, 3rd and 39. Timeout called by the coach for the Cowboys. 9 minutes and 13 seconds left in the game. We still have a 14-14. We have a good game here from Sam Stadium.
Yeah, nothing better we could ask for, really, to start off the season. A hard-fought battle between these two teams. 14-14. Just both teams giving it their all so far. And that's probably the reason why Coach Uresta is taking the time out here. He wants to make sure his offense has the play down. This is a huge 3rd down. It could keep their drive alive. We get it. Time continues to run here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, but again, Porter has the ball. They will be facing, like you said, Eric, that 3rd and 9, 39. I think the coach wants to make some adjustments. You mentioned it, Eric, and we're getting down to the 9-minute mark here at the in the 4th quarter. Quarterback on the shotgun formation for the Cowboys. Looks like he's going to be passing down. He's looking downfield. He found a man open about the 48-yard line. It's going to be very close to the first down. We'll see what the officials, they do have it. Good play by the Cowboys.
Yeah, nice play call and nice execution there from Kevin Garcia to Brandon Reta. And Reta doing a good job of just holding on to that ball. But he ran a great route there, a 10 and out. And they really exploited the defense there because it was a zone defense from the Tarpons.
Again, Loredo is the running back to the left-hand side of the quarterback, Garcia. Garcia gets the ball. He's going to be a quarterback keeper. Garcia, not much going there. Maybe a yard for Garcia.
Yeah, maybe a yard or two there for Garcia. And we haven't seen him run the ball that much this game, but we know he's able to. And you know that this Tarpon defense prepared for that. So right there, just stuffing it, not allowing him to get too many yards.
Benito Loredo, the running back, comes out. Now it's again Brian Franco as the running back for the Porter Cowboys as they're facing a 2nd and 9. Ball resting about the 49-yard line. Their own territory. There's the snap. He's got to be throwing incomplete. Incomplete. Good defensive play by number 14 for the Tarpons.
Yeah, that's Daniel Zamaron, the sophomore defensive back, not letting the receiver get comfortable on that one. And really, he never was. That was intended for Norberto Cordova, the junior wide receiver for Porter. He just couldn't get his feet set and wasn't able to get a hold of that one.
3rd down for the Porter Cowboys, 3rd and 9. Again, the ball is resting at the 49-yard line, their own territory. Quarterback Garcia in the shotgun formation, running back to the left-hand side. It's going to be a passing play. Garcia feeling comfortable. He's going to take off with it. He's up to the 35-yard line. He brought down at the 28, where he's pushed out of bounds. Good run by the quarterback Kevin Garcia.
And that time it's a passing play. The receivers run their routes, but Garcia sees an opening in the middle of the field, and he decides to call his own number, and why not? The speed that he's got, he gets a huge gain there, and guess what? He's brought out by Mark Strunk, playing defense here for the Port Isabel Tarpons.
You know, Garcia saw him earlier a little hobbling, but, we saw him run on that play. They must have really tapped his ankle, but he's running good. Garcia is.
Yeah, it looked like he recuperated very well there after taking a bit of a knock in the first quarter. And right there, it didn't seem to slow him down much in that run.
First down for the Porter Cowboys. Cowboys marching down the field. Ball resting at the 28-yard line with 7 minutes and 58 seconds left in the ball game. Ball is handed out to number 7. Good pursuit by the defense. There's no game. Brandon Franco, the running back.
Yeah, and that time it's just the Tarpon defense swarming to the ball and not allowing him to get to the outside. And now it's going to make it a bit of a more complicated 2nd and long after a loss of yardage there.
Franco comes out. Benito Loredo, they been alternating those running backs. Benito Loredo comes in. Loredo seems to me more like a power running back, and Franco more like a shifty running back, a speedy.
Yeah, it gives them that 1-2 punch.
Quarterback on the shotgun formation. Looks like he's looking for a receiver downfield. He's looking downfield. Ball is incomplete.
Yeah, and on that play, it's Garcia rolling out to the right-hand side. The wideout really just taking it, clearing out the corner there. And it's a good effort there from Garcia to let the play develop. But in the end, not able to get it to the intended receiver. That was number 24 for the Porter Cowboys, George Flores.
That'll bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and 11. This is a crucial play, Eric. They get some yards. They can go for the field goal. They're getting closer to the field goal.
Yeah, and as we've seen in this drive, Porter having to open up their playbook.
There's a keeper by Garcia. Garcia going right down the middle, maybe 3-4 yards, getting closer.
Yeah, and I'm a bit surprised to see a running play there on third and long, but at the same time, it's 2-down territory. You're close to the red zone, so I can understand it now. And now it gives them an opportunity here on 4th and about 7.
4th and 7, the ball is resting at the 24-yard line. It looks like the Cowboys are going to try to get the first down. They're going for it. Garcia. Ball is snapped, but I believe the officials weren't ready. Oh, there is a flag.
There is a flag on the field, and I'll tell you what, that's a nice heads-up play there by the center, and that's what you're taught to do. It looks like that was number 51. As soon as he saw movement, he just snapped the ball, and that was Juan Fuentes, the senior defensive lineman. It looks like I may have been wrong, Manny, because that actually goes against the Porter Cowboys.
The Porter Cowboys, yeah.
I guess the referees felt that they may have seen some movement early here from the offensive line, so that's going to be a false start.
A false start that push them back 5 yards. Whether it'll bring up a 4th and 12. Kevin Garcia on the shotgun formation. They're going to pass. There is a throw right down the middle. Incomplete. Intended receiver was, I believe, 83.
And that was intended for Ranulfo Aviles, but making a good defensive play there was the cornerback for the Porter Cowboys, who looks like he may have been a bit banged up on that one. But he was able to get a hand on it and prevent the receiver from getting that completion. And now it's going to be that's a turnover on downs for the Porter Cowboys.
So Port Isabel will get the ball at their own 30-yard line. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with more action. 14-14 is the score here at Sam Stadium.
Go East High School. Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Hi, we're Peter Bay Lady Bears, and thank you for watching Rio Sports Live. Go!
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
Okay, we're back with live coverage, audio live coverage here from Sam Stadium, RealSportsLive.com. First play is a handoff, and it's going to be about a 3 or 4 yard gain as number 32 for the Tarpons, the running back, Adrian Nino, carries the ball.
Yeah, Nino's been running very tough throughout this game, earning every yard that they've been able to get. And this offensive line is looking to try to create some extra holes there to try to get this running game going here as time continues to run here in the fourth quarter.
2 running backs, one to each side of the quarterback, but two to their left side. And it's going to be another run by Truck. Cut formation.
Yeah, and it's Mark Strunk. And, you usually don't see a sweep running to the smaller side of the field, but they did there. And he just ran out of real estate and had to go out of bounds there. But it's a smart play because it stops the clock now, and it brings up this big third down.
Third down, ball is resting at their own 35-yard line. 5 minutes and 23 seconds left in the ball game. We are tied 14-14. Ball is passed right. It's a complete pass to number 12, Trunk again, and he picks up the first down, Eric.
Yeah, once again, they faked the handoff, and it's a quick slant intended for Mark Strunk, and he catches that one for a first down for the Tarpons, and that play has been very effective throughout this ball game, and it's a nice pass there from Krebum to just zip it in there.
We have a injury timeout. Officials calling a timeout. This is good ball game. We're tied 14-14. This is a good drive for the Tarpons. With how much time we have left, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the prices? Labor Day party.
The Hacienda Ford Labor Day sale is going on now. You can get a new F-150 starting at just $27,995 or 0% interest for 72 months.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends.
We're back with more action. We have a second down and 11 for the Portisco Tarpons. The first down, they ran it for about a yard. Well, there was no game. Second down for the Tarpons. It's going to be a pass and play to Shrunk. Incomplete. Ball is incomplete. That'll bring up a third down for the Tarpons.
Yeah, and that was a quick 5 and out intended for Mark Strunk, and just a bit overthrown there by Krebum. And, it's once again, we're seeing the Tarpons trying to find a way to get the ball to their big playmaker, which is Mark Strunk. And right there, you just see the Porter Cowboys flying to the ball. Getting a tackle there was number 15 for the Cowboys. That's Jose Charles.
Quarterback on the shotgun formation, running back to the left-hand side. Looks like he's going to pass the ball. He does. Finds number 24 by this Met right there, about number 2, right at about the 47-yard line.
Yeah, nice pitch and catch there, and it just nickels and dimes to move the chains. But, of course, now it's going to bring up a more manageable fourth down. But for Krebum, it's also giving him a bit of confidence here with that quick comeback route.
Well, we'll see what happens, because the last 2 drives, quarterbacks tried to punt it, and he hit one of his linemen. But I believe they're going to punt this one. Kribel moving back on the punting position, and he is going to punt it. Short punt there, and there is a flag on the play. Short punt, ball sailed out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. Porter will have good field position depending on the play, on the flag.
Yeah, and that time, of course, Portisco able to get that punt off, but it didn't go very far, so it's still some decent field position here for the Porter Cowboys. And as this clock continues to wind down, Manny, every drive is beginning to be more and more crucial, more and more important. And now the Cowboys, of course, the only team so far to score in the second half, will look to emulate that drive they had earlier on. A quick 6-minute drive that really was able to run about 70 yards down the field just running the ball.
Shotgun formation, there's a pass to number 88, and it's caught at the 40-yard line deep into Tarpon territory. Number 88 coming down with the ball. That's Norberto Cordova. It looks like the tight end, Eric, or one of the receivers.
Yeah, it's the wideout receiver Cordova on the outside and just really testing the corner there. But, boy, it's a good pass there from Garcia to get it to the outside shoulder and give his man a chance to get the ball. And Cordova coming up, going at the highest point to get that ball.
2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. The running back on the side. There's going to be a handoff there to number 28. Finding again the middle. Benito Loredo, picking up maybe 7 yards.
And, boy, this offensive line got a big surge on that one. And it was a counter play, really. The running back designed to the left, but then he's going to cut back to the right-hand side. And he found himself with lots of space there as Porter gaining some momentum here.
Second and 3. Loredo is the running back. He picks it up. He's running for some yards. He's going to be down about the 24-yard line. Very close. Yeah, it is a first down, Eric.
Yeah, moving the chains, of course, with that running game right here is the Porter Cowboys, and it looked like Loredo just took a bit of a knock there, so he's going to be spelled out. Entering the game is going to be the other running back.
Brian Franco. Again, is a speedy receiver, shifty, a little different than Loredo. Gives him a 1-2 punch. Franco can run right down the middle. Picks up about 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, and as you see the offensive line, it's a big offensive line for the Porter Cowboys, and it's makes you wonder if it's a big factor here in the fourth quarter, the fatigue, attributing to this defensive line, just wearing them down little by little, and now there's creating big holes for this running backs for the Porter Cowboys.
It was a 6-yard gain. It comes second and 4, 2 minutes and 49 seconds left. Quarterback in the shotgun formation. He's going to keep it. He's going to run it. No place to go. He goes down with the ball.
And that's what a 3-year starter brings to a team there. He sees there's nowhere to go. About 3 Portishead Tarpons waiting for him. And to not try to have a turnover here in a crucial point of the game, he just decides to slide on the ground. And it's a smart play there from Garcia as the play was busted up the middle.
And again, it's 3rd and 5 for the Porter Cowboys. They're getting closer to the field goal. Also in field goal range. There is a handoff to number 28. He goes right down the middle. He hits a wall right about the 20-yard line. Gain about maybe a yard, maybe 2.
Yeah, and coming up big defensively there on the tackle for the Tarpons is Freddy Martinez, number 90, and number 8, Angel Nino.
Well, a big decision here for the coaches here for the Porter Cowboys. They are in field goal range. They're ball resting, Eric, at about the 16-yard line. 17-yard. Scoreboard shows 17-yard line. Option 1 will be going for it or trying to go for the field goal.
Yeah, the field goal could be the difference in this game, but it all just depends on how they feel putting their field goal kicker out there, but also their offense with Kevin Garcia and the momentum they showed on this drive.
Big decision. It's a 4th and 3 yards. 4th and 3. Looks like the offense is going to stay on the field. Garcia, it's on the shotgun formation. Loredo back. Back is running back. There goes Garcia. Garcia stopped right before he gets to the first down. And the Tarpons are going to take over on downs.
A huge play in the game, Manny, as the defense lined up with about 8 or 9 in the box, just swarming him in the backfield. The Garcia hoping... the Porter Cowboys and Garcia hoping to go with some power football, but it's to no avail as they're going to turn over the ball there.
Good play by the Tarpon defense. They just stopped it out right down the middle. Tarpons will take over. It's only a minute and 53 seconds left in this ball game. We're still tied at 14. Quarterback on the shotgun formation, running back to the left-hand side. 2 receivers to each side of the field. Looks like they're going to pass for the ball. The quarterback is being under pressure. He throws it. There was no receiver, but it's going to be called incomplete.
And
no flag.
Yeah, no flag on the play. And Creben does a good job of evading defenders because, boy, that looked like it was going to get a bit dangerous there for the Tarpons. But Creben does the smart thing, and he just throws the ball away once he was outside of the pocket. But, boy, what a credit to this defense. Getting the penetration. They're swarming to the ball. As this game continues to wind down, they're seeing the importance of each and every down.
Not only that, the clock they didn't lose too much time on the clock because of the passing play. There is a running play here for the Tarpons, maybe 2-3 yards, where it'll bring up a 3rd down. A minute and 36 seconds left.
I know it's only about a 2 or 3 yard gain, so now the clock will continue to roll as Creben is getting some instructions from the sideline here, and it seems like at some point in this 1 minute and 20 seconds left here now. They're going to have to open up their playbook, but it looks like they're going to go a bit conservative here, Manny.
Yeah, each team has 2 timeouts. A minute and 10 seconds. Clock is still running. Play clock, it's at 5 seconds. I believe they're going to take a timeout. Timeout, Port Isabel. Exactly 1 minute left in this game, Eric. It's exciting. 14-14. We have a tied ball game.
Yeah, and boy, what a great way to start off the season here on Friday night for Valley football. Of course, these 2 teams going at it, duking it out throughout this game. And what did we expect, Manny? I mean, it was going to come down to one last drive in the game, and it just seems like the Tarpons maybe they didn't feel too comfortable on their 2-minute offense. I don't know if they have something drawn up here specifically, but it looks like they may be looking for that overtime.
Yeah, and it's a 3rd down. If I'm Porter, of course, they would want to stop them here and force them to punt. They will get the ball, in a good field position. Still a minute. And they got 2 timeouts. And, of course, in every first down, when you make a first down, the clock stops. So Porter is going to try to stop Port Isabel here and get the punt and maybe try to get something.
Yeah, and if they, as you mentioned, if Porter can come up with a stop here, they would have some possibly some good field position to try to get a possible field goal or get into touchdown range.
This is a crucial play for the Tarpons. Third down and 7. A minute left in the game. It is going to be a passing play. There's a receiver, and it is going to be caught about the 49-yard line.
Boy, oh boy, what a big-time play there from Kriebum. With the wide out there going for a long-range pass there and intended for the receiver and caught by Will Camacho for the Portisville Tarpons, and that keeps the drive alive.
Portisville needed that big play. Now they have a first down about midfield, close to midfield. There's another play, another passing play. Ball keeps rolling. Clock keeps rolling.
Yeah, not able to get out of bounds is Tito Samaron, so the clock will continue to roll.
37 seconds, 36 seconds left. There is going to be a timeout. I believe it's an injury timeout. Eric, we will have 36 seconds left. Ball resting at the 49-yard line on Porter territory. Still some time for the Tarpons to do something in this drive.
Yeah, still lots of time here with 36 seconds left, as you said, with 2 timeouts. And right now, with the injury timeout, they're able to save one of those timeouts. So the Tarpons look like they're going to be conservative with those timeouts and try to get further into the red zone. And we'll have to wait and see. You know, the Porter Cowboys were in the red zone. They elected to go on fourth down. Maybe they didn't feel too comfortable with their special teams. We'll have to wait and see that question mark when if the Tarpons are able to get in that same range.
And again, anytime in high school, if you make a first down, the clock automatically stops till they reset the ball. So that can come into play too. As we see the quarterback for the Tarpons on the shotgun formation, officials still try to get the clock going. I think they're going to add more time to the clock.
And head coach Carlos Uresti pointing to the home crowd, trying to get them into the game, trying to get that home field advantage and hype up this defense.
This game's getting pretty exciting here. Both crowds are up on their feet.
Applauding these young men and the efforts they're giving.
What an effort they've been putting here. Tarpons, second down, midfield, close to midfield. There's the snap. He's going to go downfield. It's incomplete, in and out of the defender's hand, almost intercepted. Even the offensive, the tight end could have had it too.
Yeah,
incomplete.
And intended for number 11, Aaron Villarreal. It was in and out of his hands, and then the safety himself nearly got the ball there. Boy, that could have gone either way, Manny. But now the Tarpons will have another opportunity here.
Third down, 7 for the Tarpons. 34 seconds left in the ball game. Might have to go into the overtime. He's rolling out. He finds Shrunk. Shrunk is switched out of bounds at about the 37-yard line.
And it's a great play call there from the Tarpons. Rolling out to the left-hand side is Kriebum, and he finds Strunk with the 5 and out with just enough to get the first down, getting out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock.
That'll stop the clock. 27 seconds left in the ball game. Tarpons driving down the field at about the 36-yard line. 3 receiver to the right, 1 to the left. There is a snap on the shotgun formation. The quarterback looking for a receiver. He finds him at the 28, but goes to the 22-yard line. First down, Tarpons. And I believe they call it a timeout. Well, the clock's going to stop because it's a first down. We'll see if the coach takes the timeout. And he will. He will take a timeout. 18 seconds left in the game.
Well, I have to say, man, you have to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the coaching staff for Port Isabel. But, boy, what great execution from this offense from the Tarpons. Great play calls there. And right there, it was just a 10 and out to the receiver. And that was number 11, Aaron Villarreal, with a nice reception there. It looked like he could have gone out of bounds, and he decides to cut upfield for the extra yardage. And smartly so, because he had the first down. And I guess the coaching staff knew they were going to call a timeout there.
Yes, and they're either getting close to a field goal or they're going to try to, with 18 seconds, I would think they will try to go to get as close as you can for a field goal.
Yeah, it's still, the ball is at the 23-yard line. So right now the playbook is open with first and 10. We really can't. We're going to expect a passing play here, of course, but we're going to see if they do have the option of going through the middle.
And again, Port Isabel still has one timeout they can still use. There's a shotgun formation rolling to the left-hand side. Is the quarterback. He's going to keep it. He's going to the 10-yard line where he falls out. There is a fumble. We'll see what they call. If he was down, believe they're going to call him down.
And the coaching staff for the Tarpons telling him, get up, get on the ball, spike it.
And he does. He does spike it.
The Creebum.
7 seconds left in the game. Creebum.
Well, boy, Joey Creebum calling his own number there, scrambling. He saw the space open, and it brings it all the way down to the 8-yard line. And, he had to get up and spike the ball there.
I believe that they're going to go for the field goal. Again, this is going to come down to a field goal with 7 seconds left in the game. What a game, Eric. What a game. We'll see the kicker getting ready for 3 points. Would give him the win. Number 10, I believe it is.
That's Angel Fernandez.
There's a snap. There's a kick. No good. No good. We're still tied here at Sam Stadium. What an exciting game here from Brownsville, Texas. 14-14 is the score, Eric.
And it's only fitting that this game will continue to go on as both teams fighting very hard here, and both crowds getting really into it. And it's a bit tough on the kicker there. Lots of pressure. He was hurried on that one, but it's going to sail wide. And now Porter will get an opportunity here with only 4 seconds left. Looks like we may be looking at overtime, Manny.
I believe we are. If, of course, 4 seconds. There's not much to do with 4 seconds, which would take us into the overtime. What an exciting game, folks, here from Sam Stadium in Brownsville. 14-14 is our score. Non-district game between the two teams. They kneel it down, which puts the clock at 0-0-0, and we're going to go into overtime. Both crowds excited about this game.
Yeah, great. What an atmosphere, Manny, here in Brownsville Sam Stadium. Friday night lights. Nothing better, really, as both teams go down to the wire. And, both teams had opportunities in the red zones in the fourth quarter, but unable to cap it off with any points.
Well, we saw Porter earlier, that the option, either go for it or go for a long field goal. The option was, where Garcia was stopped before. I think it was a good decision that could have gone either way. Go for the field goal, a long field goal, or go for it. Garcia was stopped earlier. And now the Tarpons with a missed field goal.
Yeah, and, if you're the Tarpons, you got to feel a bit hard done by because you had some great calls there offensively, great execution. You just ran out of time, and you set up that field goal a bit in a hurry, and that's always tough on a kicker. But defensively, boy, Porter, for both teams, they had an excellent outing so far. But defensively for Porter, they bend, but they did not break there.
They did not break.
They did not give up that score, and it was a big help from this home crowd, cheering them on. And it's just now it's going to boil down to who can execute in the red zone in this overtime period.
Both offensive coordinators have impressed me. They go with something and then they mix it up with passing. We saw Port Isabel, the Tarpons passing on this drive. We saw even Porter too. So both calling a good game so far.
Yeah, very entertaining game here tonight. And as you mentioned, those offensive coordinators keeping those defenses on their toes, it's very hard to predict what's coming next. But now it's going to be a big challenge for those two offenses.
Well, folks, we are in overtime here at Sam Stadium. Port Isabel and the Porter Cowboys, we're tied 14-14, which will take us at in overtime where half the referees trying to flip which team is going to go first in this overtime. Exciting ball game here from Sam Stadium. Porter Cowboys out of the 16-5A Division I division, and the Port Isabel Tarpons out of the 16-4A 2 division. Again, Eric, we mentioned the tough districts are competing, and this game is going to help both of the teams. Go into district. Of course, it's a non-district game, but it helped both of them.
Yeah, whenever you're out there with this type of adversity, in a tie ball game heading into an overtime, it's going to test them, and this is only going to help them when the district starts around. And, for the Porter Cowboys, it'll be here sooner than later. It's be next week. They'll be opening up their district play. Of course, for the Tarpons, they still got a ways to go for district, but, they want to be at a strong point as the season continues to build.
Well, folks, you're listening live audio, realsportslife.com, and we have a bit of a game here from Sam Stadium. And of course, the overtime rules are a little different. I believe they're going to start at their own 30-yard line, their first drive, and then as they go, they get closer. We'll try to explain a little bit. We don't know exactly the rules, but we'll try to. I believe Porter is going to go on defense first. The Tarpons will start. I believe they're going to place it at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, both teams will get a possession here in overtime. And then after, I believe, the third, then they'll have to go for two if they continue to go. But the Tarpons are going to go first here. I guess the Portersville wanted to go on, the Porter wanted to go on defense first. And the Tarpons are going to look to have to score here. And then the Cowboys will get a chance to respond.
The Cowboys will have another chance. But the Tarpons will get the ball first. There is the first snap, but the overtime, the quarterback rolling to the left. He throws it incomplete. Pass intended to number 11.
That was Aaron Villarreal, the junior wide receiver who came up big on that last drive with 2 catches. But right there, it's just a bit of a loss of concentration there because it went right out of his hands. But it was a great play design once again, a 10 and out. He had enough room there to get out of bounds.
Again, Eric, the ball is placed at the 25-yard line. Second down for the Tarpons. There is, I believe there's going to be a timeout, Porter. Porter calls timeout. We are in overtime. 14-14 is a score.
Yeah, and it's a bit unfortunate there for the Porter Cowboys. One of the players, came hobbling off a bit. It looked like they didn't get the substitution right, or they didn't have the play call they wanted defensively, so they had to burn their timeout, the one and only timeout they get in overtime. So Porter is burning their timeout here, but also head coach Carlos Uresti is going to take the time to really calm his players down and probably coach them up, let them know, hey, this is what you can expect. The tendencies from the offense. And now the Tarpons, of course, are going to have time to discuss some play calls here.
Well, was the first play for the Tarpons was a passing play, and now it's a second down, so you more like expect another passing play, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. I would agree. But, they didn't have the success they wanted on first down, so we'll see what they come out with here.
Quarterback in the shotgun formation. And it is a passing play. Incomplete. That'll bring up third down. It was almost like a fake play. They faked it to the running back, and he threw it to the left-hand side, but there was no receiver close to the ball.
Yeah, it was somewhat of a play action, which they've ran throughout this game, but they usually do a slant to mark Strunkman. But this time they decided to go to the outside, but it looked like a busted play because the quarterback decides to just get rid of that one in such a crucial time.
What is a third down for the Tarpons? There is a flag. They just threw a flag. Intentional grounding is going to be called against the quarterback. It's going to be against the Tarpons. I believe that was on the last play, if I'm not mistaken, Eric. There was no receiver close to the ball. Now they're calling intentional grounding.
Yeah, despite it being a play action, the quarterback never got out of the pocket. And I was wondering what the call was going to be. It comes a bit late, but it is the right call.
We have a cat formation, and it's Shrunk under center. In the shotgun formation, there is Shrunk. He's going to keep it. It rolls to the right-hand side. He gets about 6 yards where he's met and pushed out of bounds. That'll bring up fourth down for the Tarpons.
And there we see the Porter defense once again coming up big, just swarming to the ball, and they show that speed they have.
They do.
They don't have the biggest size as maybe other teams they have, but boy, do they play hard out there. And, Strunk for the Tarpons has been a big offensive weapon for them, but right there, he's just not able to cut the corner.
Well, the Tarpons are going to go for the field goal. The ball is resting at the 23-yard line. We saw the kicker miss on the last play of the game. They're going for the field again. Porter Cowboy will have another chance to match this field goal. If he does make it, ball is up, and it's going to be no good. Just too short. Too short, so Porter now will get the ball again at the 25-yard line. A field goal will win it for the Cowboys.
Yeah, and it's a great defensive effort all around from the Porter Cowboys there, just to not allowing them to get comfortable. And right there with the field goal, it was just too short. And it just seemed like the kicker was not able to wrap his foot around it the way he wanted to. And this defense celebrating, rightly so. But now, if you're the Tarpons defensively and the coaching staff, you got to pick up this defense and let them know it's not over yet. They still got to make a stop here.
Well, if they make a stop, we start again. Port Isabel will have another chance. But if the Cowboys score a field goal, at least a field goal, this game is over. There's a snap. And it's going to be a reverse. Get on to the 30, 20. Porter Cowboys 10. Back to the 5-yard line. Still going. He is pushed out at the 2-yard line. First down, Cowboys.
What a play call there from the offensive coordinator for the Porter Cowboys. And boy, what an execution there. You have Kevin Garcia, the 3-year starter, rolling to the right. Suddenly you see the slot receiver coming the other way on the reverse, and the defense did not see that coming. Wide open space, and it's a huge gain of 23 yards, Manny.
Huge play. Ball is resting at the 3-yard line with a first down for the Cowboys. What a game. What a call playing by both offensive coordinators. Like you said, Eric, this was a reverse, and what a play. What a running play.
Yeah, and what a time to call a reverse,
yeah.
really, because
21.
it's a new wrinkle, something that the defense isn't expecting. And, boy, that's a big dagger there for this defense for the Tarpons. But, for Porter Cowboys, what execution there. You just saw everyone going to the right side of the field, and then suddenly it's number 21 with the huge carry there for the Cowboys.
Gabriel Gonzalez.
Gonzalez with the great running there on the left-hand side.
Again, Cowboys, all they need to do is score the touchdown, and this game will be over. Touchdown on a field goal will win it for the Cowboys. Again, Port Isabel had their chance in their first drive of the overtime. They did not score. They missed the field goal. Now Cowboys get the ball. They are at the 3-yard line. Garcia, the quarterback, he's in the shotgun formation. He's going to keep it himself. He's very close. And touchdown for the Porter Cowboys. And this game is over. Garcia, the quarterback, he keeps him himself. Touchdown for the Cowboys.
Yeah, and as we see the replay here, it's a huge call there. And who better than to run the ball there?
Exactly.
The 3-year starter with the experience, Kevin Garcia, calling his own number, goes up the middle and punches it in with a nice surge from the offensive line.
We've seen Garcia all game long. He hobbled a little bit through the first half. He came back the second half. What a game he's had. And I think Garcia, he's down on the end zone. Good effort, good running by Garcia. Kevin Garcia, their quarterback. But nevertheless, the Porter Cowboys coming up with a win, 20-14 here from Sam Stadium. What a game. You got to give credit to both teams. Port Isabel playing their hearts out too. Both teams very, very impressive here in their first non-district game.
Yeah, and as you said, we have to tip our hats off to both of these squads and these coaching staffs and these fans. Really, it was a great atmosphere, great football being played here today. Both teams left it all out on the field.
They did.
You know, for the Tarpons coming up short in overtime, they got to hold their heads up high. They played lots of positive things here to carry forward as the season goes on. And well, for the Porter Cowboys, going 1-9 last year, right now they just matched that. They got their victory, a hard-fought victory that they'll be able to carry on. And the head coach Carlos Oreste will be able to tell these young men, "Hey, you guys got this victory. You were faced with adversity, and you were able to get that victory. So let's build on that as the district starts next week for them."
Garcia seems to be okay. He's walking on his own, but what a game this gentleman, this boy has had, and this kid had, and wow, what a game! What a game here from Sam Stadium. Our heads up to both teams again. This has been another presentation of RealSportsLive.com. Eric, what can we say? It's a heck of a game.
Yeah, well, like you said, once again, thanks to all the viewers for watching the game today or listening today. Because UIL rules doesn't allow us to show the video. But, we'll have it uploaded later on in the evening. You can go ahead and catch it on RealSportsLive.com. Search for us on YouTube as well. But, going back to the game, Manny, boy, what a game we had here at Brownsville Sam Stadium, and a great Friday night of football. And both of these teams, lights out tonight.
Well, congratulations to both teams. The crowd is happy. We're happy. A good game. And again, congratulations to the Porter Cowboys, to the Tarpons, as their preseason starts. I believe the Tarpons, the Porter Cowboys, they start their district play already next week.
Yes, they'll be starting next week. It'll be here, I believe, on Friday night. And so that's going to be a big-time matchup for them. And, they're in a 10-team district, so right away they're going to have 9 straight district games to go. And we'll see. They'll be facing the Pace Vikings in an intercity rivalry. Of course, Pace coming off a loss yesterday against Cherryland. So we'll have to see how Porter will be able to do against the Pace Vikings. And, well, for the Tarpons, they'll be hosting Valley View in Port Isabel, so that's going to be a tough matchup as well.
Another one.
Valley View, over this past few years, has emerged as a strong team. So we'll see how they do, and we'll continue to follow them as well.
Well, folks, it's been a pleasure. And again, like Eric said, thank you for all our listeners, all our viewers that will be viewing this game later on today. From myself, Manny Medrano, Eric Medrano, we're live here from Sam Stadium. Again, 20 for the Porter Cowboys, 14 for the Port Isabel Tarpons. Eric?
Yeah, 20-14, and we all knew it was going to come down to one last drive. Well, it ended up being in overtime because both of these teams were so evenly matched, but Porter coming out the victors today.
Congratulations to both teams, and thank you for everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for viewing us. We'll be back next week.